The demand for high-bandwidth memory, or HBM chips, currently dictates the pace of the AI infrastructure boom. These silicon pathways are the essential conduits feeding data into artificial intelligence processors. To analyze these players, investment banks rely on a specific set of hardware metrics. They focus on factory capacity, hardware specifications, and the historical cycles of supply and demand visible on these Bloomberg terminals. This traditional view creates an analytical blind spot. The jagged line on the left treats memory chips as a boom and bust commodity, optimizing labor during downturns. SK Hynix's reality is on the right, building a massive ecosystem of human talent to drive a long-term transformation. While most companies hire to meet temporary hardware orders, Hynix is weaponizing their organizational loyalty to create an unbreachable soft moat. The company's true market dominance is found by looking past the hardware specifications and analyzing their aggressive spending on human capital. In early 2026, Hynix reported a 23% salary spike across its entire workforce of over 36,000 people. This blueprint details where that capacity is being built, in advanced packaging and global growth solutions, rather than simple assembly line maintenance. This 23% pay hike is corporate warfare. By concentrating on high-margin AI memory, Hynix absorbs this cost without destroying profitability. Competitors face structural paralysis. Samsung's diversified business cannot grant raises to all divisions. Micron lacks access to the Korean engineering talent pool, dictating global yields. This talent monopoly results in a direct victory on the factory floor. Hynix currently dominates the yield war, pulling usable chips at a 75 to 80% success rate because they employ the most experienced minds in the industry. Retention is prioritized. This panel shows $7.7 million compensation for the CTO, architect of the 80% yield. The CEO is tied to performance through an $18.5 million package. His $50 option strike price aligns his wealth directly with driving the share price toward $450. These salaries are not standard administrative costs. They are a calculated investment to lock in a technological future and maximize value for shareholders. This talent pool is supported by the macro structure of the SK Group conglomerate, the SUPEX Council. It acts as the central war room for the entire organization. SUPEX is the core of an integrated value chain, connecting companies to support the memory business. SK Hynix provides silicon power, bolstered by SK Telecom's network and cloud infrastructure. SK Inc. supplies risk capital, while SK Innovation secures green energy required for AI data centers. Any competitor attempting to dethrone Hynix faces a combined telecom, finance, and energy empire. This chart maps out how a standard hardware cycle typically ends. When the market cools, represented by this gray arrow, executives keep their bonuses, while underpaid engineers defect to rivals. The upward gold arrow shows Hynix's structural defense. By raising pay for all 36,000 employees during the boom, they created a culture of loyalty that prevents talent from deserting to Samsung or Chinese factories during the next downturn. This broadcasts a clear signal to institutional investors. Management is permanently elevating labor costs, a signature of a structural shift that outlasts any single market peak. In the AI era, compute power is the global currency. Memory acts as the central bank. SK Hynix is the entity printing the money. This system only works because 36,000 people believe in the mission, and their CEO has tied his personal fortune to its success.